The coin we are looking at today is a 1986 Belgian 5 francs coin, featuring the reign of King Baudouin I. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary old coin, but it represents an important period in Belgian history and the final decades of the Belgian franc before the country eventually adopted the euro. The coin in the image is the Dutch language version, identified by the word België beneath the large denomination. It was issued for everyday circulation in Belgium in 1986. In this video, we will explore the history, design, specifications, production, King Baudouin, the Belgian franc, and what collectors should know about this interesting 1986 coin. So, let's begin. The 1986 Belgian 5 francs coin. The coin shown here is a 5 francs, or 5 BF, coin from Belgium dated 1986. It belongs to a series issued during the reign of King Baudouin I, who was King of Belgium from 1951 until his death in 1993. The denomination is written as 5F, while the lower part of the coin reads België, which is Dutch for Belgium. Belgium is a multilingual country, and this is reflected in its coinage. During this period, Belgian coins could appear with French or Dutch inscriptions. The French language version uses Belgique, while the Dutch version uses België. The 1986 Dutch text 5 francs is catalogued separately from the French text version. According to numismatic references, approximately 208.51 million pieces of the Dutch text version were produced in 1986. Numista. That enormous production number tells us something important. This was primarily a circulation coin, not a rare commemorative issue. King Baudouin I. One of the most important features of this coin is the portrait of King Baudouin I on the opposite side. Baudouin became King of Belgium in 1951 following the abdication of his father, King Leopold III. His reign lasted more than 4 decades, making him one of the longest-serving Belgian monarchs. The portrait used on this coin is a stylized representation of Baudouin. Below the portrait are the initials, JPL, identifying the designer and engraver Jean-Paul Lenin. Numista +1. Lenin's work appears on several Belgian coins from this period, and his initials provide an interesting little detail that collectors can look for when examining the coin closely. For many people, the portrait is more than decoration. It connects the coin directly to Belgium's monarchy and to the political and social history of the country during the 1980s. Design of the reverse. Now let's look closely at the side visible in the photograph. At the center is a large number 5, making the denomination immediately recognizable. Above the number is the letter F, representing the franc. Below the denomination is the word België. At the bottom is the year 1986. The year is particularly important because it tells us exactly when this coin entered Belgium's monetary history. The design is simple and functional. There is no large coat of arms or complicated scene dominating the reverse. Instead, the denomination is made extremely clear. This was appropriate for a coin intended for everyday transactions. The coin was produced at the Royal Mint of Belgium in Brussels. Numista. Metal and physical specifications. The 1986 Belgian 5 francs is an interesting example of the materials used for European circulation coins during the late 20th century. It was made from aluminium nickel bronze, consisting of approximately 92% copper, 6% aluminium, and 2% nickel. Numista. The coin weighs approximately 5.5 grams. Its diameter is about 24 millimeters, with a thickness of approximately 1.72 millimeters. The coin is round and has a milled edge. Numista. When you hold one today, its golden bronze appearance can make it look somewhat similar to other European brass or bronze-colored circulation coins. Over several decades, however, circulation can dramatically change the appearance. Frequently handled examples may develop darker surfaces, scratches, small marks, and uneven coloration. The Belgian franc. To fully understand this coin, we need to understand the Belgian franc itself. The Belgian franc was Belgium's national currency for many generations. The franc was introduced in Belgium in the 19th century and remained the country's currency until the transition to the euro. In 1986, the Belgian franc was still the everyday money used by ordinary people. A 5-franc coin was therefore not simply a collector's object. It was part of daily life. People could use coins like this for small purchases, transportation, vending machines, and other everyday expenses. That is one reason circulation coins are so interesting to collectors today. They were not originally made to sit inside display cases. They passed through the hands of thousands of ordinary people. A single coin could have traveled through shops, markets, homes, banks, and pockets before eventually being saved by a collector. Belgium in 1986. The year 1986 was an interesting time in Belgian and European history. Belgium was already a member of the European Communities, the organizations that would eventually develop into today's European Union. The country was also continuing to evolve economically and socially. Belgium itself has a complex linguistic structure, with Dutch, French, and German-speaking communities. That linguistic diversity is visible even on the nation's coinage. The presence of België on this particular coin tells us that it belongs to the Dutch text variety. Collectors who are not familiar with Belgian coins sometimes overlook this detail, but it is an important part of identifying the exact type.